What is going on, everybody? This is Roster of the Burbank Misfits. And of course, I'm always joined with my co-host CW.
Yeah, I'm here.
And you're listening to The Misfit Effect. Hey, everybody, this is a very, very, very extremely special episode because this is episode 100. Thank you so much for everybody who's been out there, supporting us, listening to our podcast, the good ones and the bad ones. Everybody who had a little somewhat of an input on what we do. We really love and appreciate all that you've done for us over these 100 episodes. And we really want to do really give a big shout out to Erica Icon and Tanya Tay of the Rub and of Star Factor PR for sending so many of their people over our time and over our growth. And we really appreciate it because, we couldn't have gotten some of the guests we've had on so far if it wasn't for you. However, without further ado, we have an extremely special guest for you today. I mean, just her name is just going to be synonymous. I mean, I want to run down her accolades really quick. All Girl Performer of the Year from 2019 and 2001 at AVN. That's in a row, y'all. GD Performer in a row, 2019 to 2020. Best Sex Virtual in 2021. Night Moves Girl 18 to 20. Girl Performer of the Year for XRCO, 18 to 20. Penthouse Pay of the Year, May 2017. 2020 Hall of Fame. She's known as Bubble Butt. Over 300 scenes she's done. She's been in Westworld, True Detective, Black Dynamite. She does holistic healing. She loves Hello Kitty, and she plays Dungeons and Dragons. So, without further ado, the world acclaimed Hall of Famer, brilliant actress, very beautiful actress, Miss Charlotte Stokely.
Pew, 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 pew. My. That is quite a mouthful right there, isn't it?
Hey, I just had to put together for everybody out there so they know how great you are.
Well, thank you, darling. And it is my absolute pleasure to be at the Misfit Effects 100th episode. Woo!
Thank you.
And for those out there who do not know who you are, can you educate them just a little bit on stuff I didn't say about the marvelous?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm Charlotte Stokely. I am a famous porn star. As he already said, I've won Girl Performer of the Year 12 times. I do play Dungeons and Dragons. I'm a big science nerd. I love to study and research the heliosphere and magnetic resonances for a daily hobby. I'm obsessed with earthquakes. I think volcanoes are like the sexiest thing on the planet. Yay, Mount Etna for showing up this week twice, right? I just love to learn. I'm a certified sex educator. I'm also a certified health coach. And yeah, I started college when I was 15, and I had a 4-year paid scholarship to any school I wanted to go to on the East Coast. So I'm smart. I love pussy. And oh my fucking God, did you see the trailer for the Mortal Kombat movie today? I almost cried. It was so beautiful.
I have yet to see it. It was on my queue. Then I realized what time it was, and I was like, let me go ahead and get this started to make sure that I'm here on time. Then I was gonna watch it as soon as this was over with.
Oh,
it looks like I've seen the still pictures of it, and I'm looking forward to it because I know it's gonna be far better than the 90s one.
Oh, but the 90s is such a classic because
the second one.
You can see light stands in the background and the lighting's so horrible. So I'm really looking forward to these special effects. I'm so excited. So excited.
I just know everybody was talking about what's her name? Sonya Blaze.
Yeah. I have her cosplay costume. I should have worn it today.
That would have been interesting. I would have been confused. I'm like, why is he dressed as Sonya? So we always ask everybody, this is no matter what. So what made you enter this crazy world of industry?
Well, the world is but a stage that we dance upon. And if you're going to be on stage, you might as well be on camera, right? I love sex. I love being naked. I love acting. And the opportunity came, and then I came. And then I just kept coming. Giggity.
I love that you say giggity after.
and then somehow my career just kept growing and growing, and then you guys never got rid of me, and so I'm still here.
Yeah, because like from my understanding, I didn't say this in my introduction. You started in 2004, so you've been around for a hot grip, and like I've noticed all the awards you've been nominated for and all the ones you won, and you won like these most recent ones back to back to back. It just proves that like your talent of what you do is just phenomenal.
Yeah,
All the
they were.
fans.
Sorry.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
consecutive wins. Consecutive. It was like it was insane, and honestly, I don't even think the first win has still sunk in yet. So it's
I
pretty
do
wild.
hear everybody
Yeah.
say when they win that first AVN, it's kind of like, oh wow, I have a freaking AVN, y'all.
Oh yeah, I
So,
loved my speech. I was just like, I was like probably not gonna win because I've been nominated for it like 4 years in a row and I never won. I thought for sure I was gonna win it the year Justice League came out because I was Batwoman. I was like, this is my year, and I didn't get it. And I was like, all right, fuck this shit, right? But I'm like, all right, I was real classy. I was hosting the AVN red carpet that year and the convention for Showtime, and so I had my like super expensive dress on. And I was like, all right, if I win this year, I need to practice my speech, right? I win, I go up on stage, forgot my speech, and I just go, this is my first AVN award win in 14 years, and I'm so fucking excited! And I just like screamed at the top of my lungs, and then I was like, shit, okay, time to be classy. I want to dedicate this to pussy, and then I was like, for the pussy! And then I walked off stage, and I was just like, did that really just happen?
I mean, that is a fun way to win it. They can see your real excitement, and they know it's not practiced.
Yeah.
So I do want to touch on something because I was reading this, and I did say this in the introduction.
Is this
What
consensual touching?
I mean, it's only not. Well,
Go ahead, you're fine.
honestly, it has to do with
Go
touching.
on, touch it, touch it, touch it,
No,
touch
it's the holistic healing thing because I always find that interesting when people say that they do that. So what made you get into that, and like, what's your experience in doing that?
Well, thank you for asking. I was a holistic healer professionally from 2006 to 2012, and I specialized in reversing diseases. I worked closely with MS, cancer, even down to the little things like gout, ADHD, erectile dysfunction. Like I worked with it all. And I really wanted to know more about myself and how to be healthy myself. And I felt like I wasn't really very healthy in my life at that time. Like I was 18, living in LA, doing porn, partying like all the time. And I was like, no, I need to step up my life. And I started just like really diving into all this information, and I couldn't learn enough. And then I had a great mentor. She taught me everything. Well, not everything, but she really motivated me. But I started helping people, and it was so rewarding, and including like people that were really close to me. Like someone really close to me had a brain tumor, and I convinced them to let me help them naturally. And when they went in 3 months later for surgery, the doctor was like, where's your file? This isn't the right file. Where did it go? So when things like that started happening, that really just, it became my passion for holistic healing. And I tell anyone, I say, if something happens to me, don't take me to the fucking hospital. You take me to Maria. Like she's gonna be like, Mija, let me get some baking soda and some tequila. You'll be fine. Instead of these medicines that cause so many negative side effects. Like the medicine industry, the Western medicine industry doesn't make money unless you're sick. And I say, fuck them. Let's make you well, and let's put our money into prevention, And if you're putting things in your body that were made by a person wearing a white lab coat, chances are you're going to come back and you're going to end up seeing someone in a white lab coat on the other side because you are what you eat. Absolutely, 100%. So I just became very passionate about helping people and myself as well. And it's been a wonderful journey for me as well. And then in 2019, I decided to go back to school and I earned my integrative nutrition health coach certification, which is pretty cool because instead of just focusing on like the food you put in your body, we also focus on your home environment, your spirituality, your health, your financial health. And so it was like all these different categories. So like if you're eating all the broccoli in the world, but you're stuck in a deadbeat job that stresses you out all the time, and then you go home and you're stressed out when you're at home because your home environment, can you truly be healthy and happy? So that added this like whole extra layer of just being the best version of you. And I'm gonna be the Oprah of sex. Now I'm a sex educator. I'm actually able to, you know, that one class you get in your whole lifetime for sex ed that's like at school, maybe like 5th or 6th grade. Sometimes it's after school. You have to get your parents' permission to go. It just depends on where you grew up.
No,
So I'm now certified to do.
I want to say this really quick. Where I grew up, they had you take those classes. They drove you there and made you take the classes from 3rd to 5th, and then like they make you take all those like a whole bunch of classes where I'm from. So we had different experiences in states. You're
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the 8th grade, we used to go to this place, McMillan Health Center, and in a theater, they would just show us disease like STIs for like 30 minutes.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. That's really the information we needed, right?
Yeah, that's all we got.
Kind of like, well,
you know, we didn't need to learn about like boundaries or consent or experimenting or how to communicate during sex or what to do if something happens that you don't like and what the difference between hand holding and molesting is. Like sometimes you just don't know. Like she's a slut, she must suck dick. It's like, no, she just wears belly shirts, calm down. Like we need to know these things. You know, I feel.
Yeah.
I do want to say that they do go out their way to make that very vague, and then if you cross that line, they don't protect the person who's being touched the way that they should protect them.
Are you talking about at school?
I mean, in general.
School of life.
I mean, when people, you say, you know, like CJ was talking about, you know, what's just, you know, holding hands and what's, you know, molestation. You know, there's a line, and they don't protect those who, you know, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. But go ahead with your story, like with your holistic. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's basically it. Yeah, so I've started, so I graduated officially as a health coach in April 2020, had my virtual graduation. Thank you. And that was really cool because I was like top of the game in my career and going to school and shooting my own content for OnlyFans. So I learned very quickly that I work well under pressure.
Oh, yeah, that seems like a lot of time management.
That's the real key right there, right? And since I've been in this adult industry since 2004, I've learned, I've gained so much wisdom, and I've seen the industry change in so many ways that I've made it a mission of mine to educate other performers, whether they're new or veteran. We all still have things to learn. So I've been speaking a lot on panels for like Xbiz and AVN and podcasts, educating performers how to be successful, how to balance work life versus personal life. Like, who are you when the alias comes off? Are you taking care of that person as well? And just teaching people how to save their money, or really one of the big keys is time management. So I'm really trying to, like, you know, rising tide raises all ships, like really help everyone. And plus just give the industry a better look, because if everyone's just fucking falling apart publicly on Twitter, it doesn't really make us look very good. So maybe we could help people not fall apart and make the industry as a whole just be better in general.
I agree, because I know a few people, I'm not gonna say names, but I know a few people who have posted very questionable things, and I've reached out to them personally, like, you okay? You know, so I get it, you know, and you can't, sometimes they have that veil up so much of their persona rather than like who they are, you know, and I want the best and greatness for everybody. So it's just seeing like, how Corona has messed up so many people's mindsets and just like, everything for that 1 year, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we couldn't go out, the beginning of lockdown, we decided to go inside. So, when you want to try to work on some important things in your life, but then you're like, I'm deep in thought, I'm making some progress, but I got work tomorrow. I got to wake up early. And then if a week goes by or a month goes by and you don't come back to finish addressing it, we had this beautiful opportunity where we had all the time in the world to really sit with ourselves. And, we had to learn new skills, which I thought was a good part of lockdown. And we had to learn what really truly makes us happy. So I don't know. My boyfriend and I, we got 2 copies of the same book, The Road Less Traveled by Scott M. Peck. Not the poem, the book. And I read it in 2005 or 6, and it changed my life. And I literally have 10 copies in this closet where when friends come over, I give them a copy. Read this book, write in it, highlight it, read this book. It'll change your life. And so we read it together and just like, we were able to have this open conversation about who we are on the inside when we're not being our personas. And I don't know. I think COVID sucks real bad, but a lot of beautiful things came from it. Or at least a couple.
Yeah. I have to agree.
It's perception is big, but yeah.
I mean, like, I know because of COVID is one of the reasons I went back to school. So it was just,
Yay!
I had so much free time.
So proud of you.
And it was just like, I quit in 2012, like 2 classes and a paper away from getting my doctorates. So it's kind of like, why not? I got the money now and the time. So I get that. And I believe more people needed to utilize their time, especially this time, a lot better. But they went into, they got into their minds. Yeah. Y'all, like, we don't use video, y'all, but her what she's doing on camera right now is so hilarious. And I'm trying to keep my composure because it's funny.
Are you telling me I'm wearing my whole lashes for nothing?
Yes, I told you it wasn't. It was just audio.
Well, anyways, I look real cute, y'all.
Yeah.
She looks absolutely beautiful and ravishing, y'all. I mean, like, she looks fantastic. Yeah, so I lost my train of thought. So, I completely lost my train of thought. So, Dungeons and Dragons, what makes you like really into that? Like, because like I've seen people, I can watch people play it, but that's one of the things that I really can't, jump into. Because I play a lot of video games on different like Twitch and stuff like that, but it's one of the games that I just can't understand. What makes you love it so much?
All right. So, yeah, I just want to also mention that when the lockdown started and the whole time management thing, I do want to be honest and say that I did spend 3 straight months playing Borderlands 3. I want to be straight up about that.
Okay.
Like, I wasn't all like an inspiration 24/7.
Yeah. It took some time, I think, for everyone to be like, oh, wait, I got all this time to do other stuff besides, I don't know, play video games or watch almost all of One Piece. So.
Oh yeah, no, I did like the Lord of the Rings binge watching. I watched all the Harry Potters. I watched all the Die Hards. I'm like, I'm running out of things.
I will say this: I did finally watch Lord of the Rings during because of COVID, and I went over to my friend's house and we sat back and watched all 3 in a row, which I would never do again because I know by the 3rd one I was fading very rapidly. And it wasn't that it was bad. It was just that I was so tired after the first 2.
You did all 3 in one day.
Yes.
Yeah, I could. I could see you being tired. They're like 3 to 4 hour long movies.
and in my opinion, the best one was the second one, and everybody say like it shouldn't have been. It should have been the third one. But I'm like, no,
I like the second one.
I think the second one was the best one. And lucky enough, we didn't have the extended cut. We had the regular cut because I know it came into the the DVD.
So you're only talking about like 9 hours instead of like 12 hours.
Yeah, so it was a very interesting night trying to watch that with someone else.
You know, there's 2 more movies, right?
The Hobbits.
Yeah.
We had the thing is
Desolation of Smog, like the best on-camera dragon in history. Graphically, his intelligence really showed. Like,
I want to say this, when because I purchased the movies for a friend of mine, and because they kept talking about it so much because they love it so much, and I said I bought the 3 Lord of the Rings trilogy and the Hobbits for their birthday, and I said, okay, so we'll watch it. I bought this in January. This was before the pandemic happened.
You're a good man. That is a fantastic gift.
It was in January, so I'm like, okay. And then Corona happened in March, and was just like, well, okay, I'll finally give in and watch it with you. And then I want to say probably July. That's when we sat back and watched it. But it was just like a very, very long night. But I always try to make sure that if I give a gift, it's something that someone really wants. Because it doesn't have to be expensive when you're gift giving. It just has to be meaningful, in my opinion. But no, I really do want to watch The Hobbit eventually because I have friends who've yelled at me saying you don't really need to watch it, but you should watch it.
Yeah, you should watch it.
But I'm more of a Harry Potter fan. And
I
always ask everybody what house they belong to see if we're in the same house. And I'm one of those type of
Gryffindor.
I am Hufflepuff through and through.
Aww.
I am a Hufflepuff. I don't know.
How about you, CW?
I've only watched, I think.
Well, there's our answer. You need
1.5 of the movies. I think the last one and half of the one before that.
Honestly,
wait, you watched the last Harry Potter movie?
I was at some place and somebody
others?
They put them on, and
they just ruined your life.
Honestly, no one CW. No one CW. He is like that little line between Ravenclaw and Slytherin.
Okay.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
I'll
take it. I'll look it up.
If you look it up, you'll understand what I mean. There's no one. I've known CW for 22 years, so just knowing that little, he's in that line right there. But there's a few characteristics that I can't say what the hat would say that he belonged to. But he's within those two. He's within that little line.
Wait, is that one blonde, annoying kid, like a Slytherin?
Oh yeah, he's all Slytherin.
Oh,
But if you'd seen the first movie, you would know that Harry Potter was supposed to go to Slytherin as well, but then he made the choice to be in Gryffindor.
Oh,
so if that makes you feel any better,
I think so.
Dungeons and Dragons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Dungeons and Dragons is a wonderful role-playing game. It's a tabletop RPG. It's not LARPing where you're actually acting it out as a person. You're acting it out with little figurines on the table. And for me, I've been playing for almost 9 years now, and I'm super fortuitous in this nature that my dungeon master is one of the most world famous dungeon masters ever. He's the Charlotte Stokely of lesbian porn, but for D&D. He wins all the awards. He builds the games. He helps write the playbooks. He's fucking awesome. Unfortunately, due to COVID, we had to go online and do a Google Hangouts thing, and it's not the same, But Dungeons and Dragons was my once a week thing where I got to get away and I got to fuck shit up and steal things and kill people and just total opposite of who I am in real life. So it was very refreshing to like have a cheese platter and a glass of wine and go treasure hunting to level up and get more skills. It was just really fun to do. But it's very similar to like Lord of the Rings. Like, you've got your barbarian, and then you've got your ranger, and then you luck of the dice, you succeed or you don't.
I can see the joy in your face of how you really enjoy it. Like I had like the only games I really play are like League of Legends and stuff like that, or like Stardew Valley. I'm more so of a of one of those type of gamers. And like I watch my friends play it on Twitch, and like I know they deal with it in like certain movies or certain TV shows, like Big Bang Theory had it on there, and a big premise of help me out here, CW, the Netflix show with with 13.
I'm not a mind reader.
It's a TV show, like it's a TV show on Netflix. Stranger Things deals with that whole philosophy of D&D. I don't know if you watch Stranger Things or not, Miss Stokely.
She came for the D&D.
I don't know if you watch that Stranger Things or not, but I know that they dwell in it a little bit too. So hold up, I'm sorry, my phone's starting to go off. But yeah, so I always find it interesting when people watch it, especially like people who watch it, because most of the people who watch it, they don't fit the mold of what you believe or.
You mean play?
Play it. They don't fit the mold that you would think that would play it, because you have like no, because
what's in your idea is somebody that plays D&D?
No, I mean like whenever you hear someone explain the game to you, they have this mode of what they believe that people are who play it. Then you get people like Miss Stokely here, who's just dominant at it and just kills and murderizes other people at it, and yeah. I hate his look while he's looking at me right now. That's so rude. So
have you been to Ren Fair?
I don't even know what that is.
Like a Renaissance fair, man.
Renaissance fair. There's jousting. There's mead. There's
turkey legs.
Oh,
so many
turkey legs.
Look at this. I was in Florida, and I got invited to one, and then I forget it got canceled. Huh?
You didn't go?
Let me finish my sentence, CW. It got canceled for whatever reason, and then I ended up moving back from Florida to LA. So I've never been to one.
Well, that's even better, because I've been to the one in Florida, and that's a good time. But the one in SoCal is exponentially better and bigger. But it's canceled this year, so next year we're all going.
Everything.
Next year we're going, and I'm going to show you my life.
You had what, CW? You said what, CW?
Oh, I said I had a client years ago that used to go. She was really into it. She was like, yes, yeah, you have to go. It's fun.
Well, it's fun because whatever character you dress up as, people will speak to you as if it's real life. So if I wear a princess crown and I'm walking down the city, people will literally stop doing what they're doing and kneel and say, "Make way for the queen!" Like, it's
that is awesome.
And if you're dressed as and then there's Puritans, they're like, "You're gonna burn in hell, heathen!" Ha! And there's pirates, and they talk in pirate language, and it's fucking awesome.
See, my goofy self would try to dress up like a jester or something, and because it fits my persona more than most of the characteristics that I saw when I looked online. This was in Miami, Florida, I believe, that I went to. So I don't know how big this one was compared to the one you probably were speaking about. So, I've never been to one, but I always find it interesting, especially if it's the location of it can make it a lot bigger depending on what props and stuff and how I won't say old fashioned, but you know what I mean. How old fashioned they make it look, with just enough props to make it say, "Oh, this is great,"
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I've never been to one. I always want to. I want to do a lot more stuff.
Well, let's go.
Stop saying let's go when everything is shut down right now. You're getting my hopes up right
now.
And I'll go eventually.
Hey, if you keep saying, "Oh, I can't, I won't," you keep telling yourself you won't. So
quit shitting all over yourself.
Yeah, that's right.
I am not shutting down myself. It's just like right now, nothing's open.
Things are gonna open up, so we got to make plans.
Nothing's open, but like the thing is, I got the money to do whatever I want. Well, I won't say that now. I'm not.
Don't say that out loud.
Okay, wow.
I got more money. I got more
money to do whatever I want.
I got more money to do some things now than I did before, but it's kind of like nothing's open.
But you got your doctorate.
I will April 2022.
All right. And then Ren Fair starts in April to May 2022. So to celebrate getting your doctorates, we're getting you a fucking jester outfit. I'm going to be a princess, obviously. What are you going to be, CW? And then we're going to Ren Fair. We're going to eat turkey legs and we're going to watch jousting.
He has no idea. He's like, no one CW, he might fit well as a knight.
Ooh, sexy. Yeah.
Because he has like, I don't know what, like, depending
and you're allowed to carry a sword.
He has the muscular type things, whatever going on. Because he's a trainer, whatever. So he has that, that bookiness.
Oh, my arms are small.
Let me see. Ow!
So he's that muscular type person. I'm just that the person that just looks like he knows what he's doing. So, but no, honestly, like when I was researching your background, whatever, and I see you starting 04, I'm surprised we haven't crossed paths at some point. Because I've been around since 08 doing random stuff with people. Since 08.
You look familiar to me.
Well, unless it's just that, like, who was that dude right there?
You've been in the same place.
Randomly taking pictures, like
the guy hiding behind the camera.
Well, yeah, because like all I've done is the Urban X Awards and take pictures. And
heading to work. Hold on, I gotta kiss my boyfriend.
Hi, boyfriend. I know who that is, actually.
Yeah, he said to tell you hi.
Oh, you didn't tell me who it was, though.
Oh, you don't know who my boyfriend is?
I didn't know who you were.
2 years? We lived together. He puts it inside me every day.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I know who he is. I don't know his personal life.
That's okay. My boyfriend's Will Pounder, since y'all can't see.
No, because like, Will, like I've crossed Will many of times. Like, so I definitely know who Will is. So.
I'm just kidding. He can't hear what you're saying, so I was like, ah. He says he's crossed paths with you many times.
We go back. So.
Yeah.
He can say like I'm that little crazy dude on the side, like, hey, yeah, I know, Raw. So I know. Well, you just said someone said hi to me, and I'm like, okay, hi. I just thought it was someone. Just someone knew you were on camera. Oh goodness, I forgot what I was saying before. You said your boyfriend.
You said you were doing research on me and that I've been in since 2004.
So yeah, I'm surprised that like I haven't we just ignored each other, just crossing paths. Like some random guy with dreads.
Maybe I wasn't ready to handle it yet.
I don't think anybody's ready to handle Raw Star. And when they do meet him, it's like, this dude is just weird, but he's cool.
Well, if we would have been friends sooner, you wouldn't have been as productive because I would have made you watch Lord of the Rings with me over and over and over.
I am very productive no matter. It's just I just get lazy when I want to be, and I do the bare minimum when I got to do it,
Are you a Leo?
I am a Capricorn. A January
Capricorns are
Capricorn.
go-getters.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go. I go get what I want, and then once I achieve it, I chill. Yeah. So it's like, why overdo myself when I don't have to? Like my day job, I tell others what to do, and I just sit right here and just monitor it.
Nice flex.
Yeah, I mean, it's what I do.
Like, it's true.
I mean, it's true. Like, why overdo yourself when you don't need to? You know, it's like she said earlier. When you have that peace of mind where you know you can enjoy your job, whatever, then you can go back and have fun, whatever. You know, playing like games like that, like D&D and stuff like that. Then you can go about, like you exercise. I can't do it like because of my injury. If you have that little bit extra, whatever, you have a good solid aura and core, you know. So why overdo it? It's not necessary. And then you can go out and have fun with whatever you earn, whatever. It's just an added bonus.
Yeah, don't live to work to live.
Yeah. And
one life. Boom, 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 boom.
I don't know that song. So, and
I guess that's all right. That's cool, man.
That's good. That's great.
That's good.
Yeah.
I can overdo things.
We gotta live our lives.
I mean, like he's a Sagittarius, and like he does his little gym thing. He's trying to make it seem like he doesn't do anything.
He's got that fire. He's got that fire. Crazy. Yeah, Sagittarians are nuts, man. My one of my best friends, Courtney Combs, she's a Sagittarius. I've seen her punch 3 dudes in the face.
Yeah, no, yeah, I would have to say.
That's Slytherin.
The women are willing to get to punch you. They're willing to put hands on. Yeah. I've actually, it's kind of odd. I've dated, seriously dated mostly other Sagittarius. And yeah, you push you or take a swing. In love, then not in love, then love, then not in love. I need my space. Actually, I'm ghosting you.
Oh, both. I love space. Yeah.
Yeah. I need so much space. I'll never talk to you.
And I know you're born in what, August?
Yeah, I'm August 8th. Year of the Tiger.
I don't even know what that is.
It means I'm a Leo, so I'm a lion. I'm fire, and I'm the sun. And I'm born the year of the tiger, so I'm a lion and a tiger, so I'm a liger, man's most feared beast, bred for his magic.
I think I'm year of the pig, or something like that.
Nice.
And I forget what all that means. I used to know each one of those lights and moons and all that little fun stuff, but I haven't
you don't know what your sun is and your moon?
I used to, but it's been so long since because everybody has some negative connotation with zodiac stuff, and I'm I just let it go because I would say I'm a Capricorn and I can tell certain characteristics about people, via what their sign and stuff is, But
happy late birthday!
Well, thank you much.
Yeah.
Thank you much. So, yeah, I had a very fun quarantine birthday. Ooh. So compared to last year when I had a big thing, well, not big thing, but I had 4 parties last year, just at different places. Yeah, 4.
What happened this year?
I played on Twitch. And
yeah, that's right.
People watched me and donated money for my birthday. Compared to last year, I had parties. I had a lot of parties, and I didn't have to pay for it. I just had to be in VIP and be there and say, "Hey, I'm Raw Star."
Ooh, rawr.
So
wow,
that's a difference. So, what is your what do you have in the future? What can we look forward to from Miss Charlotte?
Well, like I said earlier, I'm going to be the Oprah of porn. and I'm working on 3 books right now, and 2 of them I hope to have out by the end of the year.
Awesome.
And I've been writing a lot of mainstream articles for magazines and for like the New York Times and stuff like that on sexual health and wellness.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really exciting. So I'm basically like breaking the porn boundaries and doing all this mainstream stuff and normalizing sex, but also educating people along the way. And then if I'm not doing that, I'm basically just like shooting content for my OnlyFans. That's like my grind right there. I have someone coming over when this podcast is over. They're going to hold the camera. I'm going to get naked. I'm going to squirt a little bit, and they're going to, change the battery, and we're going to do it all over again. It's going to be good. But
that just makes me think of that.
That and writing articles.
So, doing the mainstream stuff, but also just the good thing that really happened during COVID was that we learned that we can own our own content and be self-producers, and we learned how to edit and make music and do all those things. And so I don't even have to go to set if I don't want to, but I actually really do like going to set because I like, the makeup artist, and then everyone's like, oh my God, Charlotte Stokely's here. And it's like a big party. It's fun. But I love that I can work from home and I'm in charge of my creative content. And it's I'm just fucking myself all day long. And it's great because that's also going towards my retirement, So I'm trying to buy a house, trying to be grown up.
Powers and means of owning the means.
Always joke about for how much we pay to live out here in LA. If I wanted to buy a home in my home state, I could right now because of how much it costs out there compared to out here. And it's just ridiculous when you think about it. But I do find that really awesome. It makes me think of when you talk about someone's coming over and they're going to hold a camera. It makes me think of that meme of a guy just holding a camera can I leave? And he's just sitting there just watching. And it sucks too because that's something I used to do a lot more of, but I try to avoid humans right now. And I used to edit a lot more people's scenes, and because of COVID, they learned themselves, so that just cut me out of.
He's like, I got cut out.
But at the same time,
but I'm glad they learned how to do it though because it's beneficial to their career. They can do what they want. They can cut it how they want. If they have a little quick solo, whatever, they can, or solo, but a custom rather, they can hurry up and get it to whichever fan wants it and stuff. So I'm glad and I'm proud of them going out and learning whatever. I just know that that's something that people say, hey, Raw, can you hurry up and do this for me? Sure, no problem. I'm not doing anything. And I would cut it up for them and say, here you go. And it's something that I'm not doing anymore. That's why I tell everybody, I used to edit. I don't really do it anymore, but yeah.
Well, even though we learned how to do it, it doesn't necessarily mean we have the time to do all these things because now we're actually wearing too many hats. And I would say we actually need you now more than ever because we're now in charge of set design. We have to clean the fucking house before we can even shoot and still, come up with the ideas and everything. So we still need you.
Some folks don't clean their place before they shoot. It's ridiculous and it shows.
I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
I don't like clutter. I'm OCD. My shoes are organized by color. If I see your dirty laundry hamper in the background, I'm skipping your porn. I don't want to watch it. Because I'm too distracted by the mess in the background. And if you don't keep your house clean, then how do I know you're hygienic?
The one thing that there's a few things that have just destroyed scenes for me because they have someone hold the camera for them, but they forget they have a big old mirror behind them, and so you see the random dude or girl just sitting there. I'm like. You don't see yourself. I know you're paying attention on looking at the person, looking at the girl or the couple or whatever who's doing the scene, but you don't see yourself right there.
Like, I'm here. I'm just trying to get paid, man.
And I mean, like, it takes me out the scene completely. Yeah, because
you're stroking your dick, and all of a sudden now there's another dude there, and he's just creeping in the corner, like he's not even saying hi. It's like, shit, man, say hi at least.
I'm holding this camera.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And that's
got
the
my
thing,
college
though,
sweatshirt
like,
on.
Yeah.
So, and it's interesting because you are a GG performer, and I've said this on like numerous times. That's the only thing I watch is GG. I don't like to see another dude in the entire video stuff that I enjoy to watch. So if I see a dude in the background, it's like, oh, that just killed it. Okay, what else? What else is on? Flip. So yeah, it just takes me completely out of it. So because he makes fun of me because of stuff that I enjoy.
Well, no, I don't make fun of you for stuff you enjoy. This is not something I make fun of you for.
Compared to other things.
I'm just like, that's your choice. That's what you're into, man.
I love girl.
Well, of course. I mean, Miss 12 time. 12 time.
Queen of pussy.
I really enjoy storyline and girl. And if it's not those two things, I don't watch it. Or solo. So that's all I can watch. And if so seeing a random person let me get a good shot. It kills me. And I get it, but some people just need a few little pointers on how to, do that better. Does that make sense?
Sorry, I was actually talking to my agent about a girl booking. So I wasn't really paying attention.
So he's up here making money during the podcast. See there? Yeah. You got to always be on your freaking grind out here.
I do love the grind. It's nice.
Oh God.
It's funny though, because I wasn't with I don't live with the girl, so I went like 9 months without pussy, and it was so fucking brutal. I was literally like dipsticking myself, like putting my fingers inside me and like tasting it. I was like, that's what pussy tastes like, right? I haven't had it in so long. It's so good. One day I'll taste the pussy again. And then it was like 15 days, and then it was 15 months, and I was like, fuck this shit. And I went back to set in the middle of like the peak of COVID.
Oh wow. Cause I know it was
Give me that pussy.
I know for me, like at least CW had prospects. I had
prospects. What are you talking about? A 4.5-year relationship ended during the middle of COVID.
I know. And then
right
after you had prospects.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
Come on, like
ow. I know. For me, I had an idea of something that's coming up, and then COVID hit, and then I went like forever without even getting a touch of somebody. So it was just like, F this right now. So I feel your pain. She's booking right now. I'm letting her.
Well, he's all like, what about this girl? Because I get to pick the girls I work with, and I'm like,
oh no.
Just want to make sure the scene's good. Before he contacts her.
You're like, she wants. Something came up.
COVID. She got COVID. She got the Rona.
That's. I can't come around. I got the Rona. How many times we done had it now?
13.
Well,
I think I'm using the different strains.
Different strains, right? And I mean, I think all of us at least once used the COVID excuse to get out of something in the past year. Like, be honest.
I never said I had it. I said I don't want to catch it, so I didn't go.
I thought I had it. but then I found out I didn't have it. I didn't have it.
With the heater on.
But then I was just like, I'm not doing anything this weekend. I don't know if I don't know. I gotta stay in. And that went for the rest of the week.
So, yeah. I know people who have had it, and I did that little far distance when I had to drop off something to them. Like I would drop it off, get back in my car, then tell them like, "Hey, it's outside. Go ahead and get it now," just so I didn't have to be around people. So yeah, I tried to. I only used it to say to get out of stuff like places I didn't want to go, and I said, well, COVID's still a thing, so I can't go to this event or I can't come home because COVID.
Wow. I was with a bunch of people that acted like COVID didn't exist at some point.
I mean, you still do.
No, I don't. Not as much.
I mean, it could like this whole COVID thing could have been a lot worse, and I know it really sucked for in your industry because many people just didn't have a plan or something like this, so it's like they can maintain for those first 3 months when everything shut down. And I know a lot of people were just going clinically insane because they couldn't work. As you said, you couldn't get no pussy, and it was just like everybody was just like, well, "What the fudge I'm supposed to?" And they didn't say fudge; they said the F word. I don't curse, but what the heck I'm supposed to do? You give me that look. I don't curse.
Start buying some wigs and talking to yourself in the mirror like it's another person. Hi. Hey girl.
Hey girl, how you doing?
Take you home, meet my mama. Oh, you stop it. You want to watch Lord of the Rings?
I like no cap. I was trying to have fun with that person just because
man, did you just say no cap?
I can't say no cap.
I mean, I guess. I mean, we close to 40.
So
aren't we all?
Are we all though?
Yeah, but you said no cap.
Yeah, but what's wrong with saying no cap? I mean, I'm getting old, but I'm not dead.
I don't understand this new lingo. It makes me angry.
It's not that I'm using, but no cap been around for years though. Unless it just came into your Rolodex. I mean, I'm sorry.
Oh, I guess it did. Excuse me. I guess I've been uncool for a long time.
I mean, I heard no cap in 2015.
Oh, okay.
So no cap means I'm not wearing a hat of a different persona. Like this is how it really is.
It means I'm not lying. It's straight up, honestly.
No cap.
No cap. No cap. Right. Seriously. And I'm saying no cap is people use certain things to say, oh, let's watch this movie. And especially doing Rona because once you're in, you're in. You can't go anywhere else. You still can't go and sit out you can't. Well, you can, but
LA, we got the outdoor dining back.
Yeah, except it all got blown away in the windstorm last night.
Yeah, the windstorm messed me up on Sunday.
I drove to go get COVID tested this morning and my full panel STI testing. And I just all the outdoor areas were just blown across the parking lot. It's crazy.
I haven't been outside today to even see that. But I know I live right next to where
Don't tell people where you live.
Oh no. I live right next to a lot of open areas now. Okay. And it just seems that people just don't care. Now I wouldn't share exactly where I live at because they wouldn't stalk me out, but they would stalk the people who appear in certain things with me and say, oh, he hangs out with blah blah blah. I can wait until I see he's hanging out with blah, blah, blah. And,
it's really not difficult to stalk people.
No.
It's not.
They made it so much easier with so many different things. and certain ways I'm not going to say on this podcast, and it's ridiculous and it's crazy, and I feel bad for certain people who try to make sure they separate their identity from their persona, because people ignore that freaking line.
Wow, I really just, I guess, don't know how easy it is to stalk somebody.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
it's
Here comes the Slytherin.
That's the Slytherin right there. There's the Slytherin.
What is that?
There it is right there.
That's
See?
some Slytherin shit, CW.
See? And that's why I said, like, he's right on that line.
He's on that line. He's like cute and charming. He's like, oh, I like fitness. And then he's like, I like fitness. There's dick in your mouth.
And then the reason I say Ravenclaw,
cross the line.
And the reason I say Ravenclaw because he's just that nonchalant person that just sits in the back like, what's up?
Yeah,
like he comes in like
chilling.
That's why I say he's like right on that borderline. So, but that's why I said I'm completely red and blue. Like the hat wouldn't even make it to my head. It'd be like Hufflepuff. So yeah. So I forgot where I was going with. I had an idea in my head, and I lost it completely. Oh, before we get to, so how was your mainstream movies? Like how was that compared to the other stuff you've been doing? Because like as I said earlier, you had some sort of role in Westworld, True Detective, Black Dynamite, and there was a few more on there that I didn't write down, like doing my little quick notes. And I know I've only seen two of these movies. I think it was Westworld and Black Dynamite.
I love Black Dynamite.
I saw Black Dynamite in theaters.
Nice. I was so starstruck to meet Michael J. White that I literally did not say a single word to him.
I was just like...
And we filmed like a sex scene, like a fake sex scene.
Mm-hmm.
And like we're in the scene where like I'm in the bedroom and he's putting on his coat, we just got done having sex. And I'm just like, that's fucking Spawn.
Yeah.
Spawn is in my fucking bedroom right now. Oh my God, he's so hot.
What?
And then I ended up not going to the red carpet premiere because it was like that one night in all of the year in LA. It was fucking pouring rain. And that was like my last chance to meet him. And I didn't go. And now I'm like, fucked up, Charlotte.
I mean, you might have another chance somewhere down the line. I mean, you have a lot going on for like other stuff that you're getting into.
I actually do want to audition for more mainstream, like more dialogue. I like acting a lot. I'm usually an extra, or I'll have like a line or two, and it's fun. It's fun that I'm in Westworld, and it's fun that I'm in True Detective, and I'm dying up here, and blah blah blah. But I want to fucking act, and I want to broaden that horizon a little bit. I think it'd be really fun.
I mean, I am 100% sure you can excel at it because
you should try it.
Everything you've been saying, like throughout this entire podcast, from the stuff that you've done, your education background, and all the stuff, and just your personality. I feel that if you were to do more stuff like in mainstream roles, whatever, that has nothing to do with anything sexual, that you would excel at it because it resonates from you. You could feel it in just the conversations with you, and it just resonates.
I mean, the thing is, people want people to take things seriously, and I think you would take it very serious. So, yeah.
Oh. I would take it seriously, and I'm camera aware, like
yes,
that's
a lot of actors don't. They're not. They're like, where do I look? So yeah, you're ahead of the game. Oh my
God, I did a girl scene. I won't say when, just because, but literally after so the scene was a struggle. When the director's paying me, as he's writing out the checks, she's in the same room but at the other end of the room. And she says out loud, I love doing girl. It's so easy. You don't even have to open up for the camera. And I almost handed the director back the check and just walked off set.
What?
I was like,
oh.
I was like, I don't even want to take the money for this scene. Like, this is shit.
Damn.
And I kept trying to like push her leg down, you know, like push it down to open up for the camera. Like during the sex scene, she just was not budging at all. I was just like, I can't believe this is happening right now. That you literally just bragged. I'm glad she said it in front of the director and plus he knows me pretty well. He knows that like that wasn't really my fault. But like, you don't even have to open up for the camera. It's like, bitch, it's porn. They need to see your pussy.
Yeah, everything. You got to be all the way opened up.
If your hips don't hurt after a girl-girl scene, you've done it wrong. Like, seriously. Because you got to spread those legs so wide, you know? Like.
Yeah, because it's not penetration going on, because it's a completely different feel. And then, like, one thing that I do know, that I've said this to a few of my friends before, that if someone is only doing it for the paycheck and they're not really into girls, you can see it on camera. And I always say, like, you know, if you want to do girl, at least one to do it. At least have some sort of interest in females, like, instead of just saying, okay, I have to do this for a paycheck. Go ahead and eat me out.
Like, don't put your hand on my pussy and lick your hand.
That happens?
It's happened before. I mean, I've been in porn for a very long time, and I will tell you that, yes, that has happened. And then there's the girls that where they don't go down on you. They just, like, abrasively rub your pussy and your clit, or they'll, like, finger you, but, like, they won't put their mouth on it. And I'm like, you know this. Well, let me do it to you. Let me see if you like the way this feels, because I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to like it.
Yeah, but I've seen scenes like that. So
put your mouth on it.
I've seen a lot.
Drink it. Drink it. Slurp it up. Drink my milkshake. You know, whatever. That sounds so gross. But like,
I drink it up.
No, but I truly love women and I truly love pussy. I love my job. I get all up in it, and I hate using toys. I want to feel and experience everything. I don't want to like put a big toy inside her, and I want to be inside her, you know. And
I think that is why you have won it consecutively. I mean, like right there, that little 1-2 minute excerpt right there is the reason why she's won it so many times over the last few years. It's just, you know, she really enjoys what she does. And so, I mean, and you could tell, I'm definitely not saying names, but you can tell people who just are there. You know,
yeah, you'd be like, it's kind of dead eye. I think I'm going to change. I think I'm going to turn this video off.
Oh, man.
Making me feel sad.
I do want to say this, though, to go back to acting, is that I believe that some people need to take at least one acting class.
Yeah, I think they need to know this acting. Also, like, you know, it's just some other things you have to be, I guess, more comfortable with, I guess, outside of mainstream acting. But yeah, it's still acting. So
you're not just having sex, you're performing. Yeah. And especially with the way that porn has transitioned over the last 5 years, where now everything has so much dialogue.
Yeah. And I need the dialogue. I always say I need the dialogue to get me into the scene. I hate ones that just start off like you turn it on. They're looking already. It's like, okay, I'm not into this and I can't watch it. I need to know, like, oh, she's your friend, whatever, and y'all are sitting there talking about moving somewhere. I don't want you to move. I'll do this if you don't move. Give me something.
Yeah.
Give me something. Let me know why. Let me know why you're licking her. Why are y'all touching? I need that. Otherwise, I'm gonna say, oh, y'all just getting paid for sex.
Yeah. I honestly, like, I would masturbate more to rated R movies than I would to porn because of the dialogue. in the build-up.
See?
Yeah. Like, I'd rather masturbate to The Notebook than to a porn. Oh my God, look at this pool party. Oh, I'm so wet. Oh, you're so wet. You know? I want to know that they're friends. I want to know why they're friends.
Yeah,
I want to know she's moving away and this is the last chance.
Yeah, and like, and yes, or we were college buddies, and this is more so, and we just reconnected after 10 years. Hey, you know.
Okay, I'll give porn with a storyline a chance. I've just always been on a time crunch watching porn, so I've never been able to sit there and be like,
see, like whenever I watch it, I make it like at least 5, 10 minute, 20-minute thing. I need to know why. Then I sit back and watch it. I sit back and watch like for the first like dialogue and then the introduction until everybody's on naked before I even do anything myself. I need that. Like, I need to know. Okay, like I study and strategize it, and I don't know, just because I've edited so much in my lifetime of people of touching each other on camera that I need that. But I need that. It does nothing for me otherwise. So yeah. So we have reached the end. This has been our 1 hour. We've had Charlotte on. We spoke back in December and we said we're gonna have her on for 100. And this has been a very fun time. She is clearly one in a million. And I hope that you go out there, and support, buy everything that she's in, whatever, like everything that she's doing. Support her in every single way and fashion. Miss Charlotte, can you please tell everybody where they can find you, where they can buy your content, where they can, do anything and all things Charlotte?
Well, you can go to charlottestokely.com. You can go to Twitter, char_Stokely, or Instagram at Charlotte Stokely. And my OnlyFans really is the best place to talk to me because that's where we link up in the DMs and you get to see everything I'm working on. It's the only place to see what I'm doing. And I recently started releasing blowjob scenes. So if you want to see those, you got to go to the OnlyFans. And that's onlyfans.com/ Char CW. You are making so much noise in my.
Hey, give me 1 second.
Yeah, someone just probably walked up into his gym. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So you can go to. Should I whisper it?
No, you can go ahead. I guess someone walked into his gym.
Sorry, CW. I don't want to get you in
trouble. Sorry. You're fine.
Okay. Onlyfans.com/ Char_Stokely. You'll see links to it on my Twitter. It's fine. Hit me up on Twitter.
Yeah, go out there and support her. CW, really quick. Tell everybody they can find you really quick so we can continue on.
All right. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, CC Fitness LA for both, and ccfitnessla.com, or CC Fitness on Facebook if you're still using that. All right. That's it.
We are the.
Oh, and I got a Teespring store, CW Chandler. Okay. Check it out.
When I train, I transform you.
Yeah.
Following. Ooh. Okay. Consider you followed.
Thank you. We are something. We are the Burbank Misfits on Instagram, Burbank Misfits on Facebook and on Twitter. I am, BurbankMisfits.com. That says everything we do, from website design, computer graphics. He does fitness. I do a lot of other crap, and other stuff is all there. I am Rawstar, RAWSTARR, on Twitter and on Instagram. I want to say one thing, and I kept forgetting to say it. I really, really love that design to your right, Miss Charlotte. She has a little like artistic design that looks so freaking amazing. Like you can't see it, but it's amazing. It's really like, I don't know.
We're in my gaming room, so it's like a big mural with like party lights all the way around it. It's like a cool like little graffiti throw up, and yeah, I got the dual monitors for my gaming. You know, this is my
I have
gaming.
it too. This is
That's why I
mine.
got the green headphones.
Yeah,
Gaming.
I use this computer for gaming also. So I have two different computers. So whenever I have a game running here, I can work on this monitor. So
Yeah.
I'm that type of nerd. But yeah, everybody, please go out and support her in every single way. Thank you so much again for everybody out there who has who has listened to us for 100 episodes. I see you all out there, and I appreciate for at 2 points we've been in the top podcast screen of iTunes, and I really appreciate like whoever is out there listening, because I know some of you pop up and randomly message me like, "Hey, I caught the podcast," and I have no idea who you are, and it's just not people who are my friends and colleagues watching. So thank you out there for supporting us in every single way. Thanks again to this wonderful, beautiful, brilliant, magnificent woman
for coming on the
for
show.
being our 100th episode and for all the stuff that she does, like in general, we're entertaining you all, So please tune in next week as we go into, Greater Pastures. And yeah, have a fantastic and amazing